Hi guys, it's me, Teacher Diana. In this video you will find the instructions of the pages that you have to work in this week from August 31st to September 4th. Please don't forget to deliver your work no later than Friday at 1 p.m. Any additional information you can contact me by Educar or Gmail. So let's start with the page 275. Here you will find visible thinking, analytical thinking, categorizing, and classifying. So in the first exercise, you have to add as many categories as you can to the list below to classify sports. We have extreme, individual, team, ball. Another example, it could be Olympics. Then you are going to fill in the chart below with the categories and sports. You have to check a specific characteristic for each sport. Remember that you have to write all the words that you write in the previous activity. Here you are going to put the sports. For example, soccer, basketball, tennis, baseball, and then you are going to check of the categories of each sport. For example, basketball, team, ball. Baseball, team, ball. Hockey, extreme, team, ball. Remember that you have to write first these words for you can put more categories on each sport. On page 276, we have everyday writing, writing skills, context, facts versus opinion. A fact, it is a statement that can be proved. No one can say it is not true. It includes words such as evidence, research, certain, positive, etc. An opinion, it is a belief or a point of view. It should not necessarily be shared by all people. It includes words such as believe, think, claim, guess, maybe, etc. In the first exercise, you have to review the website entry on page 274. You have to find two facts and two opinions and write them in the lines provided. Also, make sure that you write the tips for writing a message on a website. This information is very important. Next, answer the following questions in complete sentence. Number 1, what extreme sport would you like to practice? Number 2, what do you know about it? And number 3, what would you like to know? Also, in this page, you have to work the portfolio activity that consists and write a message for the website on page 274. Sports, are you ready to go extreme? You have to describe an extreme sport you are interested. Take to entry on page 274 as a model. Include some facts and opinions about this sport. Also, make sure to use some vocabulary words and grammar structures. Please work this activity as a digital way and then upload to your Google Drive folder. On the page 277, we have the vocabulary builder. Now you have to read the clues to solve the riddles. Not each answer is a noun related to sports that start and ends with the letter R. For example, number 1, an athlete who could participate in a marathon. The answer is runner. So now you have to do the same with the rest of the clues. In this case, you have to create a cheer for your school sports teams. You must have to use at least 4 vocabulary words. Okay, for example, go team, go team. Make points and get a good score. That is an example. You can create a better one. Okay, now in the second exercise, you have to write 5 recommendations for practice sport. Use at least 1 vocabulary word in each sentence. Okay, remember there are recommendations for practice sports. Number 1, for you can be a champion, you have to practice a lot. It could be you have to create 5. On the page 278, we have listening. In this case, you have to enter to the AMCO platform for you can hear the track that we are going to use the number 40 and 41. In the first exercise, you have to listen the conversation on the track 40, and then you have to fill the graphic organizer with the sports offered at the school. Remember that the text of these conversations are in your book on the page 328. In the second exercise, you have to listen the conversation on the track 40 again and circle the answer to each question. In the third one, you have to tell me what can we learn from practice a team sport. And for finish with this page, you are going to listen to the announcement on the track 41, read the sentence, circle T for true, F for false, and the S for doesn't say. Don't forget also to work the self-assessment Learning to Learn. For the bonus appendix activity is the page 345. Here is an extension of the page 275, visible thinking. In the activity number 1, you have to use the information from the second graphic organizer on the page 275 to compare 3 sports you like. Fill in the graphic organizer with your ideas. So please choose 3 sports and compare them. In the activity number 2, we have a reinforcement. You have to check the characteristics of 3 more sports you like, different from the ones that you write in the previous activity. You have to use the information from the second graphic organizer on page 275. Try to write as much information about each sport because you have a lot of space. The activity number 3 is an extension. You have to think of a different classification criteria from the one used on page 275 to classify sports. If you think that is necessary, change the sports, you can do it. So this is all for this week, guys. Remember, your limitation is only your imagination. Have a nice week. Bye.